Majority element is given an array, it's called nums of size n. We need to return the majority elements. Majority element means the elements that appears more than n by 2 times. We can assume that the majority elements always exist in that array. Okay, so if we see this problem, we can think, oh, we can use the dictionary by keys and value, right? We will put the key with the elements in the numbers array, and then we can put the count as a value. If the values or count is greater than half of the length of the array, we can return the key values. Okay, we can do that way. And then the another way is because we can assume always it will have always majority elements. So some elements can have more than half of the length of the array, right? So we will sort, and then we will take numbers like middle plus one element. So we will get the or just middle elements, so we can get the majority elements, which appear more than half of the length of the array. Okay, so if we look at this idea, it's gonna be greater than order of one space, because it's depends on the numbers array, right? So it is saying, can you solve the problem in linear time and order of one space? So it cannot be order of one for the space. For this one, it cannot be, it is gonna be order of n log n. Maximum minimum is that one, right? So we cannot be order of n for the linear, so not linear, but we can still use those idea, right? Okay, but for now I'm gonna try to get the linear time and the order of one space to solve this problem. Okay, I'm gonna solve this way. I will create a variable called majority elements to return, and then count, and then what is that one? Okay, and then majority elements, I will put the first element as a majority element, and then count is 1, and then we'll go to the another elements 2, majority element is 3, they are not the same, so our minus from my count is 1 minus 1, so count is 0. I'm sorry, count is 0. Okay, 0 at the time. I will, okay, so now it is 0, so I will take this one as a majority element to keep looking for. Okay, so majority element is 2, and then 2 counts is 1, and then if it is can be 3, it's gonna be count is minus 1, so count is 0. And then okay, count is 0, so I will take this one as a majority element. So at the end of the array, we got 3 as a majority elements, right? Okay, for this one, I will take this one as a majority elements, and the count is 1, count is 2, because they are not the same with the majority element. Count is minus 1, so count is 1, count is 0, so we will take 1 as a majority elements, and count is 1, and then count is 2, count is minus 1, so count is 1 back, and then count is 0. So when the count is 0, we will take the majority element as this elements, and then I will take count plus 1, so count is 1, and the majority element is 2, so at the end of the array we will get 2 as the majority elements. Okay, I will use this idea, so we will not create any artificial like array or dictionary like a list or something, so we can still retain order of n for the memory complexity, and then we will loop only one time throughout the array. It's called num, so it's gonna be order of n for the time complexity, so we can solve this problem in the linear time and order of one in order of one space. Okay, I'm gonna write the code for that idea. I will create a variable called majority elements, and then I will take the very first element, and then I will create the count as 1. Okay, so I will loop for the remaining elements from the array. So count index will start from 1 because we already take 0 index, right? Okay, so I till I less than number, so I'll th length and I plus plus. Okay, if numbers I is not is equal, this one, if it is equal, we will plus to our count. If it is not equal, we will reduce -1. If the count equal 0, we will change our majority elements with that elements at the index, at the index of the array, and then we will plus to our count. So after, if it is the end of the array, we will get the majority element. So I'm gonna, okay, cool. I'm gonna put this one as a test case. So we have to get 2 as the result for the majority element. Okay, cool. I'm gonna submit this one to see the result. I hope it works. Yes, cool. So we can solve this one in a linear time and all of one space. Okay, that's it. Thank you.